Hi, I'm Marisa Pawelko. I've always been a really creative person. I grew up in Woodstock, which was a very creative place. Lots of hip happening folks and do what makes you feel good. And I've always loved artwork. And I remember going to a place that was a school for young artists where we were allowed to create whatever we wanted, however we wanted, and it was a really great experience for me. So I got my degree in furniture design, where we were allowed to dream up all kinds of crazy, wacky furniture. And it was a great time for experimenting and, finding my creative voice. So after college, I got my first job in the seasonal giftware industry, where we designed all kinds of little tchotchkes, and I learned a lot about business and how to create things that people would want to buy and display in their homes, and it was really fun. After I had my son, I started my own home business, selling gifts, crafts, and accessories that I made with my own two hands. It was really successful, but I couldn't even keep up with the orders. Then the pivotal moment that changed it all for me was when I began to work with manufacturers in the craft industry. I got turned on to Sizzix by a friend who showed me these great dies and cranking through a big shot, and I was instantly hooked. So I went through the catalog and I marked just about almost everything in the catalog, and then the guy in charge was like, "What is she, starting a store?" I said, "Well, maybe I could design some projects for you guys." And then they said, "Well, how about you design a line of dies?" And I was flabbergasted to have this great opportunity. I love the Sophisticut machine. I love the size, it's really portable, and it looks like a cute little purse. It's got this fabulous little key embellishment just to make it look extra cool. And I even have ideas on blinging this up. So we're not done yet. And it's really fabulous. It works with all my dies. This thing pops right open, they run right through, and then you can go to town embellishing your whole wardrobe, your room, your locker. One of the things that draws me to Sizzix is that it empowers artists to create whatever they want in any kind of genre. You can make clothes, you can make fashion accessories, you can make furniture, you can embellish gifts, accessories, jewelry, and whatever your style, whether you're funky, like the stuff that I'm drawn to, or you like shabby chic, or classic, or vintage, the possibilities are endless. My collection was inspired by my technique, which is quick and easy, fun jewelry making and fashion embellishment. So I came up with this great line and a system to create cuff jewelry and magnets and accessories, and it's all super easy. You can do it in seconds. The motifs really come from my childhood, growing up, 80s, 90s influence, kind of retro, and it's just great fun. I hope that people buy my collection and use it to embellish their lives and their homes and their lockers and their clothing and come up with great new ideas that I haven't even thought of myself. This necklace is kind of everything but the kitchen sink. It's actually an upcycled piece made out of bottle tops. And then I filled it with silicone caulking like you'd use in a bathroom, except I used glitter. And then I stuffed in all my little tchotchkes, and then to top it all off and make it complete, I added a microphone. I get inspired by all different kinds of things. I like to travel a lot. I get inspired by designs I see on the street, architecture, nature, animals, fashion, trends. I come up with my own trends. I also get really inspired by kitschy things, kind of tacky things, and I just like to have fun. Inspiration can come from anywhere. I travel a lot in Mexico, and I get really inspired by all the techniques and the creations that people make there. They're really free with their color, and they can paint their house any color, and it's just really fun and festive. My favorite colors are hot pink and neon yellow, just because they grab your attention and they look really cool together. My favorite pattern is probably a toss-up between checkerboard and leopard. When I craft, I listen to a wide assortment of genres. I like to listen to a little reggae, some pop, I like to listen to Dr. Dre, a little Cypress Hill, little Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, depends on the day. Sorry, maybe that's a little too much. I've never really been one to have a filter creatively or, when I'm expressing my thoughts on something. I just go with what feels right. You know, for instance, when I'm shopping in the store, if I'm looking for materials, I just fog my eyes and see what jumps out at me. And then when I'm putting stuff together, I just overlap and see what really grabs my attention. And that's usually my technique. I'm pretty well known for my use of duct tape. And the reason why I love duct tape is that it's so easy. It's just like sewing, but without all that pesky needle and thread. It's so great to be working in this community. The people that I meet are so artistic and we all inspire each other and share ideas and feed off each other creatively. It's really a great sense of community. I hope to inspire other artists to find their true vision and express what's inside of them and what makes them happy.